Would you be willing to give your email address to a total stranger for onion rings and French fries, or for a chance to win a $500 gift card? That and more coming up. Good Marc TV morning. You know, I know I talked about the whole email thing, and I'll get to that in a sec, but specifically I want to talk about restaurants. You see, I find that restaurants work incredibly hard and are so dependent on gaining the loyalty of their customers that they employ all kinds of really cool programs, both online and offline, to gain the loyalty or be able to reach out and have some kind of direct line of communication with their customers. And sometimes they do it really well and sometimes they don't. And I want to share some examples with you because I'm of the belief that regardless of what industry you're in, you can always pull out little bits of information from other industries and apply it to your own business. So I want to start off with Ruth Chris, all right? Now, if you've ever eaten at Ruth Chris, you'll know the place. It's absolutely awesome, great steaks. And I'm not sure if they have this at the Ruth Chris locations wherever you might be, but in Toronto, there's about 3 or 4 Ruth Chris, and they have this thing called a loyalty card. And essentially it works like this. Whatever you spend at Ruth Chris, they take 10% of that and apply it in points, the equivalent of points on the card. So for example, if your dinner came out to $200, you would get $20 worth of points. And you can build up these points, and then when you go, you can spend them or apply them towards your bill. Seems really straightforward. Here's the hitch though. After 90 days, the points expire. I mean, whatever points you've had on the card, after 90 days go by, those points that you earned prior to the 90 days, they're gone. Now, over the last year or so, I've eaten at Ruth Chris quite a bit. I've taken clients there. I've, spent probably more than I should. And I was saving up for the points. I was going to go there for a special occasion. And guess what? I found out that all the points were gone. The card is absolutely worthless. Now, I find it interesting in the fact that it is a loyalty card. And I called the company and asked them about this, and they said, well, this is their policy. And I hate when companies say that, but they said this is their policy. And the whole premise of the card is to encourage customers to come in prior to the 90 days. And I said, well, you know, what if I don't have that many points? I don't have enough points to get a full meal. And their response was, well, you can come into the bar, you can have an appetizer, you can have some drinks. But here's the thing, right? They've created this loyalty program, and I see this with so many businesses. They've created this loyalty program not for us, not for the customer, but for themselves. They can say that it's for the customer if they want, but the thing is with loyalty, regardless of any business, loyalty is not something that you can get. Loyalty is something that the customers give, if that makes sense, all right? As a business, you can throw it out there. You can try to earn the loyalty. You can do all kinds of stuff to try to get customers to give you their business first. But at the end of the day, the customer has all the power. They're the ones who decide where their loyalty is going to go. So if you present them with a card called a loyalty card, but then put conditions on it that make it difficult for them to actually use it, kind of defeats the whole purpose. So this card, it's worthless. There's absolutely no point in using that card anymore. And to a degree, there's probably no point in me going to Ruth Chris over somewhere else. Because granted, I may get some loyalty points at Ruth Chris, but the conditions being what they are, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use them. Now, earning loyalty from customers starts with a line of communication, all right? Obviously, they have to have a great experience at your place. They have to like the food and all this other stuff if you're a restaurant, of course. But to keep that loyalty program going, you need a line of communication, ideally. And in most cases, what works is email. Now, I was at a restaurant recently called Scatabouche, and it's a great place, by the way. I'm going to put a link down below here for them. They are a great place. I think there's a number of locations in the Toronto area. So if you want to look for some, or go out for some great Italian food and a great atmosphere, great service, definitely check this place out. So I get my bill after the meal, of course, and at the bottom of the bill, you've probably seen this at various restaurants, is a message here. It says, enter a chance to win a $500 gift card for the restaurant. And all I have to do is go to this website and fill out a survey within 5 days of visiting the restaurant. So here's what's interesting about this. First off, this survey is not being done directly through the restaurant. It's being done through a third party called restaurantquestions.com. And this company, they put together surveys for restaurants and probably also manage the programs where people can win stuff. And what's interesting is this company, they take the data and then they hold on to it and they process it and they data mine it and sell it back to the restaurant. So my belief in this day and age, it is so easy and so economical for a restaurant to manage its own loyalty program in-house. I mean, it can be automated for the most part. I don't know why they're using a third party. But outside of that, my big question is, who ever wins these $500 gift cards? I mean, do you know anyone who's filled out a survey and actually won these gift cards that all these restaurants talk about? I don't understand it. So the question becomes for me, is it better to ask somebody for their information, for their opinions, for their ideas, for them to share their experiences, and most importantly, their email address for a chance to win something? Or is it better off to ask them for something and give them something? Not a chance to win, but you give them something in order to get that information. And this is what a chain of hamburger places has done. Harvey's Hamburgers, if you're in Canada, you know Harvey's makes a beautiful thing when it comes to their burgers. And they make it very clear. They want you to join their email list. And in doing so, they say they're going to send you a free gift. That's right, a free gift. They're going to send you something. There's no chance to win. You sign up, they send you a free gift. So I signed up. Who doesn't like a free gift? Within minutes, I got this email, a coupon for free frings, which is their concept of some fries and onion rings together. And let me tell you, who doesn't like fries and onion rings? There you go. They sent me the coupon. I took it to the restaurant, got my free fries and onion rings. How cool is that? Now, of course, when I was there, I also had to order a Coke, and I'm thinking, well, what's a Coke, fries, and onion rings without a burger? So they actually ended up getting more money out of me, but I was happy because I got my free gift. So in many cases, in fact, I'd say in almost every case, you're probably better off giving something of value. And the word value is really dependent on your industry and what your customers expect. But you're better off giving something of value to get that ever precious email address. And that's really what you want, isn't it? Give them something of value immediately. Don't make them hope for a chance. And most importantly, don't put expiration dates on promotions or specials in order to earn loyalty. Let people be loyal to you. Don't tell them how they should show their loyalty towards you. So there you go, some tips from Ruth Chris, Scadabouche, and Harvey's Hamburgers on how to gain loyalty and how to get that ever important email address, which allows you to continue that relationship, which in itself organically leads to more loyalty. So there you go. Now, my big question for you is, how would you like to get yourself a really bright Marc TV hat? If you want to, all you have to do is post a comment below with an idea or question. And if I choose to use that idea or question in an upcoming episode, not only am I going to give you credit, but I'm going to send you your very own Marc TV hat. Now, if you're watching this episode on Facebook or LinkedIn and you want to see more Marc TV episodes, just head over to marctv.net. There's the link right there. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you want notice of new Marc TV episodes, all you have to do is click subscribe. So until next time, I'm Marc Gordon, and you've been watching Marc TV.